to Vamara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy?
All right, what about this guy?
If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Very detailed. Hello, Barum. I don't know why I said that like
Hello
you were
there.
guilty.
You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
No, unless we could buy some information.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara Village.
Yeah, we're looking for some missing guy.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts.
I mean, it is kind of weird that you don't know his name, so...
We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
It's just weird that nobody knows his name.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Okay, all right. So those 3 questions are a no-go then. Is there anything else you could tell us?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
Yeah, but you don't know his name. That's what's really throwing me off here, because you're saying you developed a lot of memories, but how do you develop a lot of memories with somebody without knowing their name? That's just weird.
We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
Their memories have been erased.
At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
I mean, we are in Sumeru, so...
All right, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays, so genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
I want to know so badly who he is.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Okay. All right, not a lot of help, but we did find out that the guy is a nice guy who always liked to lend a helping hand. Doesn't really help out with the investigation at all, but welcome, my little tadpales. I hope you're doing well. Today we are playing the interlude quest, a bedtime story. Who doesn't love a good bedtime story? Especially when it's about a missing person. Just the kind of story I love to fall asleep to. Hank! How's it going, buddy?
It's the guests, I hear.
I mean, Amadea.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Yeah, and we're not giving your loot back.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight,
Did you get a
I'm
haircut,
afraid I
Amadea?
can't offer much about
You
his
look good.
appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village, but somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others.
And yet nobody knew his name. It's just, it's just odd. Very odd.
He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village.
So really quick, just, what did you call him when you guys hung out, spent time together? When he was helping you and the orphans? You just say, "Hey, buddy, thank you so much for your help."
And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities, but he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Sounds like a good guy.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No
Hi, Mon.
wonder his disappearance affected you all so much.
Yeah.
But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name,
Right.
address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but
Come on.
I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things.
Right.
But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
The men in black came here and wiped everybody's memory.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
All right. Thanks, Gramps.
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
There's probably more to this case than meets the eye. A lot of things are not adding up.
I don't think so, too. Like, the name thing.
Right.
So weird that no one
Right.
remembers his name.
I was saying that too. It's so weird.
And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
Here comes the man in black. I would say it's more like he's someone who only exists in people's memories.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased necessarily, but
Oh,
more like he
no.
never existed to begin with?
No. How would that even work?
Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
All right, Traveler. I don't know if I agree with that one. I think he was erased. Could it be like what happened with Greater Lord Ruka Devada? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Yeah,
You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
you got it.
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission.
Oh, it was your commission.
My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
We'll certainly try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Well, what is that up there?
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Is that a backpack?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
Man, it's gonna be back in Sumeru, right? I love
I
Sumeru.
was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child.
Oh.
I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody.
True.
But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
Right. I totally understand that. I think I get what you mean.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Yeah, I used to have someone like that. A family member that I could talk to no matter what. But now I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out.
Aww.
Yeah, that's right, Paimon, I'm talking about you!
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well...
Look, what is that?
I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him.
Ignore that chest in the background.
He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him.
So, just a quick question, not to interrupt your beautiful story, by the way. What's his name?
No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away.
Right.
And I didn't want to pry.
Yeah, I get it.
Still not much to go off of.
No, not at all.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Don't say that. You helped us understand him better.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now.
Oh.
Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day, and time never seemed to pass. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely not a regular missing persons case. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery. Yeah! Haley, Charles! What are you two fighting about?
Look at those hilichurls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Yeah, they're probably arguing over them some Sunsetias again. No!
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Yo, look! What the? We got some shading from the trees? I don't think I've ever seen that. That looks awesome. All right. All right. Hold on, Sealy. I know. I know.
Your sins.
All right. Let's go, you little abyss order. Show no mercy. Hey, what the? That's right.
Can't see?
Come on over.
I hear everything.
Oh, it's revealed.
All right, come on. Oh, thank you very much. And bada bing, bada boom. Oh, come on. You're not going to be able to beat me. I do wish that I had a Boot Hill character on my team. Hey! Hey! Hey, come on! Leave my characters alone, would ya? All right, here we go. Boom.
Let's nip that in the butt.
Let's nip that one in the butt. Oh, you guys are so annoying. Would you just let me beat you already? Thank you.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
Well, let's not think about that, shall we?
It was no trouble.
Yeah, the question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Oh, yeah. All right. You're right. Let's go back to Vimara village. Beautiful.
Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
Dainsleif! Let's go! What, did he just kill some Abyss Order?
Ah, it's you two.
Well, hey, buddy boy.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Yeah. Yep, something like that.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
All right.
Yep,
We'll see you later.
Tosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their tail, but I'll admit, we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place.
Yeah.
The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
Well, what kind of plan?
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from the villagers, and after that, you also owe us many answers.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
You return to Vimara village to gather intel based on what you've learned! Dang it, I can't read that fast. Ow, ow!
So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village.
Yeah.
Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well then, how about the intel you promised to me?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Oh yeah, the sinner. Yes. Yes, the sinner.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I want to have faith in her.
I sense hesitation in your words.
Well, there was!
After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened.
Yeah.
There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
Vedrfolnir.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
What? He has a brother? And he's the little brother? Dang.
Your brother?
Wow. What happened between the two of you? What really happened in Conria back then?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Conria.
Oh.
The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter,
Oh my
the
gosh.
foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Rhindaughter. We've been seeing a lot about her lately.
No matter how eroded
Whoa!
my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar.
Yeah, Rhindaughter. Yes.
Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo.
Yes.
Sertologi is Skirk's master.
There we go. Okay, Sertologi. We met Skirk at the end of Fontaine.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow everything is connected. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruin in Fontaine, the ones that outlined Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely Vedrfolnir's doing as well.
They were once people of great esteem in Conria, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. The 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
The Vinster King?
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
Well, they're probably the cause of the tragedy, right? And then my sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
It must be hard to talk about all of this, but thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers?
Yep.
Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
You got that right.
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward.
Oh, good.
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memories, could it be connected?
Memories, ley lines, the Loom of Fate, the missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all of this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
All right. I mean, I don't know how much of a stretch this is, but could it have been a sinner here? Jesus, Paimon. Was it a bit dramatic?
Too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
Oh, yeah. I didn't sleep well either. My head's a mess.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Okay. Let's stretch first. Get some blood flowing into our legs. Oh, there's Dane. This is as far as we're gonna go. Boom! You're lucky, birds. You're lucky. I'll get you next time. Hi, Itham.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Didn't sleep well?
Something happen?
What's wrong, buddy, old pal?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
A really good guy.
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
What?
Memories of him.
What? How did that happen?
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
What the? Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What?
What?
Okay, Paimon! You don't need to copy me all the time.
Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
How is that even possible?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all.
I might be right about the sinner theory.
But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Oh, so kind of like Leo in Inception. What if that memory is real?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part.
But why didn't they implant memories in us? I kind of feel left out now.
Come with me.
Come
We must
with
check whether
me,
the eye is still in our
and
possession.
you'll be- I can't not hear that song anytime I hear Come With Me.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Uh-oh. But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone is on our tail, aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted that memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the eye's location. You're thinking it too, aren't you? Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan. All right, lead the way, Dane.
Of course.
Jeez, he's fast. He's already there. Dane! Dane! Where are you? Oh, you're up here? What
So
is
you
that?
hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure.
No, seriously. It took me forever to get here.
Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Who followed us?
Traveler, wait.
Uh-oh. Yeah? Oh! Oh, no. They hacked his
We've no
brain.
time to lose. Let's head inside.
Is somebody controlling Dane? There's no way, right? What was Dane going to tell me just now?
Hey, wait up!
I'm nervous. Something is going on. Dane, I don't like that look in your eyes. I mean, can we look around to make sure nobody is following us? Place of Revelations. Oh, good. Okay, here we go. This place isn't creepy, it's homey. Dane? Oh, this gives me like Chasm and Kanamiya vibes. Look at those flowers. Ooh, look at those statues. Ooh, why is the top of their heads cut off? That's creepy. Oh, uh-oh. I see something. Okay, a couple of fungus. Yeah.
Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud.
All right, we can take care of these guys.
Remember,
Oh, it's ripping.
Nowhere to run.
A couple of fungus, not bad. The question is, what is those little devices up there?
Surrender.
Ow!
And shroud. Oh.
Jeez!
I'll uproot you! Stay content!
How dare you jump out of the way?
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Yeah, why would it change over time? Why would it change over time? That's weird. There are 4 here, and then only 3 up there. Okay. Very strange. I don't know what is going on here, but I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Ooh, a chest. An exquisite one at that. Oh. Why are the tops of the statues' heads cut off? It is so weird. Alright. Wake up, Ruin Guard. There you go.
I hear everything.
There we go.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Alright, let's take care of him.
Your penance is due.
Easy breezy.
Stay content.
Okay. Ooh. What? Oh, okay. All right. So now we just have to
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. All right, boom. Yep. There we go. Rotate you. And rotate you. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. And then... Perfect.
The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
I'm glad he didn't say destiny. That would have made me a little bit more uneasy. This place gives me the creeps. It's like, where are we going? You know, this is gonna go somewhere where we're gonna fight. And the Door of Resurrection just confirms that. I do not like. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. 4 statues. Been 4 statues this whole entire time. Who are they? Gold?
Looks like we can't go any further.
Hello?
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Oh, good. They followed us here. Oh, you.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
All right, this is easy. Let's not get worried.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Witness to Destiny's inception.
By royal decree.
Nowhere to run. Judgment is upon us.
Vanguard newborn baby.
Your penance is due.
No. I can do that too.
Run with the force.
Knock it off.
I'll uproot you. Mind the side effect.
Odds for neophyte.
Futa! Through me, justice
Oh,
is served.
stop it.
Guilty! Their penance is due! Can't see? As you wish. Surrender!
Okay, this is it. Here we go. Tainari. Do a little bit of that.
A bigger puff is
A little of that. I don't know what he is attacking, but it certainly isn't me.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Got ya.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
Yeah, what did you think was gonna happen, Dane?
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Jeez.
Dane? What's wrong?
Got a migraine?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Mine
No?
doesn't feel it.
Yeah, me neither. I feel fine, really.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
What? No. Leave you here on your own? Will you be all right?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager.
Yeah. No, I don't like this idea at all, actually.
Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
No! But all right, you know, because the Traveler is going to do what he wants to do. This is weird. We're just going to leave. Dane does have a point. But something feels off. What am I missing? Oh, I don't like it. Is that Dane? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is this? What is this? What is this? Can you walk any slower? Oh my gosh!
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Oh my gosh, there she is. There she is.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
Are they gonna fight?
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Oh, that sword is nice. No way they're gonna fight, right? They're lovers. Oh my gosh, is it gonna be a cutscene for real?
The Abyss Order's on the
No!
move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back. Hey, look at those hilly trails over there.
Yeah, they seem strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Yeah, what's with the butterfly? And what's with that shadow of the bird? Wait, I hear something.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Wait, is this a missing person?
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
You heard it too, Paimon? It was someone's voice.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilichurls in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Why is it always Sumeru? I feel like Sumeru is always kind of like, mind messing.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The hilichurls are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
It's that voice again. Huh. It is very comforting.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people."
Oh, is he ready? Is he reading a bedtime story?
When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story.
That's why they're all sleeping.
Well, now that the hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Okay. Let's go to Vimara Village. I was tempted to take that fruit in between the hilichurls, but I didn't know if they were going to wake up or not. All right. Nope, he's awake. That's good. Okay. Everyone is awake. I was half expecting to see everyone sleeping.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
What?
Huh?
You don't remember?
Well, you know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again.
Uh-oh.
At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea.
Okay. That is concerning.
Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
We should check with the others first.
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
What is going
Someone's gone
on?
missing? Who?
What the?
Just as expected.
All right. Yeah, this is really not good.
That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's he's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
What? Okay, we gotta go. Alright. Bye-bye, Bahram!
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him, and apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Oh no, more time stuff! I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely this is related to memories in some way. I need to think carefully. What's really going on? People have forgotten about the missing person. We've returned to a point before the disappearance took place. We are presently traversing someone's memories. Yes.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Here we go. Back to Sumeru.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in someone else's memory.
Always.
Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we really are in someone's memory, then this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him?
The tree!
Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down.
It's the tree. We gotta go to the tree.
We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. Scenes from false memories will not change. Time does not pass with false memories. False memories are easily forgotten. Time does not pass.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
All right, submit it.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. If we consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer. Atosa!
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
We have to go to the tree.
That's exactly what Atosa described.
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it. This is definitely Atosa's memory.
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be.
That rhymed.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Aww.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh?
It's Dane's brother.
Are those your friends over there?
They have the same eyes. I like the look of him. We finally found him. But why does he look kind of familiar?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh?
Is he wearing what Halfdan was?
Yeah, okay.
Wearing?
I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
She loves him. And I feel like he loves her.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
You're... factoring in the memories, the Abyss Order, the Loom of Fate, and everything else. I need to think of the one person that can connect all of this together. Oh my... Carrie Bear?
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh my
you know me?
goodness.
That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
Yep, I should have known with a cloth tied around his wrist.
Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Where are we going? What does that say? Whoa! Where are we? The proof of existence. Wow, this place is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I can walk on water. Look at me! This is awesome! I love the little noise. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, sorry, Cara Bear. What's up? What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all, as you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Caribera as I can. What exactly happened to you?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
When he took off that mask.
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
Caribera is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was the source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form.
Huh!
I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
That's crazy.
After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Caribera through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all the residents of Vimara Village. But why did you implant memories of yourself into the people of Vimara Village?
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well.
He just wanted to feel like he belonged somewhere. I think that's what it was.
I just...
Yep, told you.
Wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
I mean, technically he did.
As if...
Man.
I had a chance at life.
I feel so bad for Caribera. I mean, seeing what he went through when we first met him and that whole thing and the sinner and now seeing him like this, it's wild. It's sad. So that's why I would have never guessed. Actually, Traveler, I did guess. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
Man. Aww. Oh, those were the little figurines that were in the tree.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village.
Aww.
I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life.
Yep, there it is.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid.
Not really.
After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old.
Man.
My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Conria back then. You know, everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I've found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? What? The Loom of Fate completed? The Loom of Fate is already complete? That means the eye of the first field tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Could something have happened to Dane?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine.
He gave it to her.
The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
What?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location.
Wait, he didn't give us the eye.
That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But Dane never handed me the eye.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Oh, wait. Does that mean he gave Dane a false memory? You made him think that? When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Oh my gosh.
Traveler, wait.
Why would he do that?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Oh my. So when Dane froze up back then, it was because a false memory was being implanted in his mind. No wonder.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye.
Why would you do that?
Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had the eye this whole time, until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you planning on doing with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest. To implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
Wow. Because he knows what it's like to be a hilichurl. So the thing that caused the hilichurls to calm down back then was Carrie Bear's story. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was to offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate.
I feel so bad for him.
In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Uh-oh. Aww. It's time for him to go. Is he gonna see his mom? Alright, expect a tug on the heartstrings.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Whoa! What the?
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
Aww. I just want them to be together.
How about a conversation?
Yeah, that would be great.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean.
Is this actually happening?
I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the Heavenly Principles awaken.
The Heavenly Principles are still asleep?
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes?
Yeah.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation.
True.
However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
The Fatui. Maybe they're going to use the Gnosis. You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist?
Ooh.
Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Is this place gonna... Is it over?
Ether?
Oh! She said her name.
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now.
Oh, they're gonna run out of time.
There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
It's like she's looking at the bigger picture, like big picture. And we are like, we need to see our sister. No!
What's going on?
It's breaking down!
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer.
Alright, she's losing service.
In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone,
No.
we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
No, we're not even gonna be remembering this?
Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
Oh no!
You're only telling me this now?
No! Oh, that sucks. Oh, we're not even gonna remember that.
Still so sleepy.
Why are her yawns so
Feels all
loud?
fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here.
Just dragged our bodies.
Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he was injured.
The battle.
He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
He never changes, does he? I'm having trouble thinking straight right now.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after
man.
Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Kari Bear and I talked for a while. He told me about the Loom of Fate.
Wait, really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete then. The missing villager, the person who only existed in people's memories, was Kari Bear all along. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
After that? Huh. I can't seem to remember. Maybe I'm just tired. I feel like something else happened, but why can't I remember? I'm not sure why, but it feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And
was that one last memory?
We all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
So that's how Kari Bear said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
Yeah, it would. It's a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Yep, Kari Bear is gone, the Loom of Fate is now complete, and no one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atos is doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her. Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Aw, she's sad.
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just
Aww.
can't believe I forgot something so important.
I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right?
Aww. She loved him.
Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
Aww.
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two.
Sad.
I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now.
Yeah, somewhat.
Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
Right. What was it that happened? I can't remember. Huh. Feels like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
Hey, what the? You must get along with each other, the two of you. How in the heck did we get a picture? That was inside of where Kari Bear was. Wow. Okay. What the heck? A precious group photo that has surpassed the rules somehow, being taken by some unknown person using unknown means in a space that should no longer exist. Wow. But that is it for today's video. Bedtime Stories is complete. And what a great quest. I mean, seeing Kari Bear and how sweet and sensitive he is, even with the power of the Loom of Fate, he decided to comfort the Hilly Churls because of what he went through when he was a child. And, you know, the moment with our sister, that was beautiful, and it does give us a little glimpse into their potential relationship after all of this is said and done. You know, if both of them make it out of this alive, you know, nothing terrible happens to either of them. But there was
good deeds.
There was, in a way, some
bad.
sort of peace with this
In
quest.
the end.
It wasn't intense. There was just a peace about this quest, and I don't really have any other words for it. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, let me know what you thought of this quest in the comments below. Did you enjoy it? How did you feel after this quest? I feel just like a sense of completion, I guess. I don't know. It's just peace, almost. A strange peace, a calm before the storm, I should say. That's probably more accurate. But that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Bye.
It's all part of the learning process.